Hey, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster, and today I want to show you around our latest Sprinter that we just wrapped up. This is on a Sprinter 170 4x4, and before we step inside, I'll just talk about some of the exterior highlights. So starting on this passenger side here, we have aluminous Nerf bars with tread plate. We have a Sprinter 2500 4x4 rip kit. We have upgraded wheels, so we have a method wheel with a KO2 tire. All the way up top, we have a Fiamma awning. We also have that mounted to an aluminous touring style roof rack that has two 95-liter Rome cases on it for additional storage. Let's check out the front. So all the way up top, we have a 52-inch 300-watt LED light bar. From this angle, you can also see the ladder getting up to that aluminous roof rack, and we have our WeBoost antenna all the way in the back to increase connectivity while they're out on the road. Let's step inside. Welcome inside. Before I go into the specific components of the vehicle, I'll talk about design highlights as well as layout. So starting with design, our ceiling and wall panels are Sugar Shack mineral. Moving down from there, all of our uppers and lowers are going to be walnut slab door cabinetry. So all of our uppers are going to be grain matched as well as our lowers. Down from there, all of our countertops are going to be modern white Corian, and then all the way in the rear we have a custom upholstered dinette and a cover to go over our Freedman bench seat that matches that. When it comes to layout, we have our second riding area here in the front. We move a little further back and we have our galley. We have our wet bath on the driver's side, and then all the way in the rear we have our dinette, and on top of that we have our second bed, which is going to be on a HappiJac bed lift system, and then that dinette, as usual, can turn into a second sleeping area. So I'm going to start in the front and we'll work our way back. So all the way in the front of the vehicle here, we have a soft partition. This has a few different zones that you can roll up to have flexibility in what you want to partition off. Above that, we have a headliner shelf, and then we'll move to our Freedman foldaway bus seat. So here we have our Freedman foldaway bus seat. Obviously, when it's folded away, you have plenty of room here at the entryway to the vehicle, but we can also fold it down and create a great area for two additional riders here, along with 3-point retractable seat belts as well. Moving back from there, we have our galley. So we have a nice drawer bank down the driver's side, and then when we move to the passenger side, we have most of our systems. So we have a single burner true induction cooktop. Moving back from there, we have a 15x20 Ruvati workstation sink with that cutting board insert. As I mentioned, we have those modern white Corian countertops, and we will have a 20-inch flip-up countertop extension with those. Behind our sink, we have a gold hex backsplash here, so that'll protect the area behind the sink. And then above our sink, we have some uppers, as well as on the driver's side, where we have storage for our microwave. All of these are going to be on gas struts and have our V-latches to ensure that everything stays where it needs to be while we're in transit. Lastly, on this side, we have our 4.6 cubic foot Isotherm door style fridge. So you can open that up, and then you have a small little freezer on the left-hand side there. Moving over to the driver's side, we have our wet bath, so we can open this up. As you can see, it's designed to kind of be seamless with the rest of the cabinetry in the vehicle. In here, we have a 24x30 indoor shower. We have a custom teak shower grate in the base there. We have a teak flip down shelf, and then we also have storage for our Dometic toilet. All the way in the rear, we have our dinette, so plenty of room to sit 6 to 8. A few nice things about this dinette. First things first, it is upholstered in Keyston Bros leather, so that's going to be easy to clean. We also have a walnut table here on a lagoon mount, so that can kind of swivel in and out of the way. Above me, we have our second bed. That's going to be on a HappiJac bed lift system, but we also have a zone of lighting above here with the dimmable LEDs. Additionally, under both of the bench seat, we have storage for all of our systems. So here on the passenger side, we have our power systems. On the driver's side, we have our plumbing systems. And then the floor beneath my feet here can be extended out to be used as a gear tray or an outdoor table. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this into the secondary bed, and we can check out what that looks like and see some of the systems along the way. So here on the passenger side, we have just a nice open storage bay there, as well as our power system. So you'll find 800 amp hours of lithium battery bank in here. We have our 3,000 watt inverter, and then we have 200 watts of solar coming in through the top. And then over here on the driver's side, we have our plumbing cabinet. So we have a 40-gallon fresh water tank, and this is also where we're going to store our AquaHot hydronic heat and hot water system. So that is going to service our exterior shower, our indoor shower, as well as our sink. as well as keeping this vehicle 4-season capable, nice and warm. And then we have another open storage bay there. So there you have it in full bed mode. You have this lower bed, and then you can come to the outside of this cabinet and lower down the bed that is on the HappiJac bed lift system. Both of these are going to sleep lengthwise, but at the top of this upper bed, you'll see that we have reading lights on both sides, and you can obviously lift or lower it as much as you'd like. Last thing before we go into ventilation, we just have a nice closet here with a hanging bar up top and shelves below. So when it comes to ventilation in this vehicle, we have 2 CR Lawrence T-vent windows in the front, and then we have 2 half slides in the rear. Additionally, we have a max air fan over this dinette area and in the galley. And then all the way in the rear here, you'll notice that we have a Dometic Penguin II AC unit to keep this rig nice and cool in the summer. Let's close it out at the rear. Lastly, in the rear of the vehicle here, you can take a back look at this dinette as well as the bed on the HappiJac. We have our exterior shower here. We have the control for our 4-inch LED lights that are in the roof rack up there, so you can illuminate down here at night. And then lastly, we have this gear tray on 500-pound locking slide, so this can come out. We can mount some bike racks to this, load up very easily, and then just shove it back in when you're done. That wraps up this vehicle. Again, I'm Lucy with Rossmönster. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a tour, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.